Hello, everybody. Who have we got on? Who's on? Hang on, I've got baby climbing over me. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. I hope we're all okay. Can you hear me all right? I'm doing this on my phone and I normally do it on my iPad, so I logged into the wrong Zoom number earlier. Whoops, never mind. Good old technology. Hey, Danny.
Hiya, I'm ready.
You're ready? Looking fabulous. I'm not. She is, though. Just climbing all over me, as they do. I'm a bit in the dark because I'm sitting in the bedroom at the minute because we're upstairs, because we're going to be in the bathroom.
I'm excited.
Well, hopefully you should know it all now. I've trained you enough.
And I've done enough lives on it.
Yeah. Come and say hi then and go and get into bed. It's already started. The kids. Who'd have kids?
Hi!
Right, now are you going to promise everybody that you're going to be really good?
Yeah, I promise.
And you're not going to interrupt?
No.
No.
I'm just making my own Lego set out of my Lego I've got.
Right, well, go say goodnight to everybody.
I might be popping.
No, you're not going to be popping
in. No, to tell my mum that I'm going downstairs to get a bit more Lego to play with.
You are going to go to bed.
I might have missed some pieces I need.
No. Oh, now you want to say hello, do you? You want to say hello? Looking very serious. Look, it's CJ.
Hi.
Oh, the serious face.
Huh?
So tired, aren't you? So is everybody doing well? Has everybody had a good week?
Yeah.
We've got, 24 hours left of our Kate Spade giveaway. None of your business.
I want to know.
It's a bag. Oh, God. CJ, did you? I managed to do one more of those posters, but that's all I've managed to do.
I think most of them are done now.
Are they? Where are they? Are they all on that thread?
Trish did like 5. They've all gone on the WhatsApp chat.
Oh, I've not seen the WhatsApp chat. Okay.
I've posted some in my client group though, so just take them from there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do. I've not a chance.
But they should be for everyone. I'll pop onto Limitless Leaders. I'll do that now actually. And I'll post them all on there as well for everyone. But I think pretty much all of them got done.
Brilliant.
And
let's see what we can get.
As a result, I don't know if she's on the call, but one of my consultants has just literally messaged me now and said that she's just had an order placed because of the bundle.
Wow.
So she has a 78 QV order. It's a £50 spend. Boom, bash, bosh, all done. And because it just simplified it for a lot of people. Like Emma and I were talking about it earlier, and we were saying that it's great, but actually some people either don't have the time or can't visually work out what £50 in products would look like, and then they almost don't order it. Or they kind of shy away. But by putting those bundles together and saying, well, you can get these two and an entry, it is already sparking some interest. So I really hope over the next 26 hours that
Yeah.
this really does help people, and just get them out there, share them on your group. Everyone, you know, it's been a team effort, so everybody use them as best as you can. Yeah, and just get those orders in.
Brilliant. Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Let's get those orders in. Right, it's 1:15, so let's get cracking. So I will go through recognition. Please, if I don't mention you, I apologise for my croaky voice, by the way, so I hope I'm making sense to all of you. I'll go through the recognition on the Limitless Leaders posts. If anybody's done anything that isn't on the list and hasn't got around to put it on the list or whatever, then please put it in the chat, and then I will come back to it, and I will. No, you've already had some. You can't have any more. And I will give you a shout out as well. So I'm sitting in the dark because I'm sitting in my bedroom trying to get this little one settled, which is absolutely not working in the slightest. So I apologise if you hear Baby Shark in the background while we're doing facials, because I'm being that mother tonight and using the electronic device babysitter. But we've all been there, and sometimes you've just got to do what you've got to do, because I need both hands free. So thank you all for coming on to training tonight. Well done, everybody. I hope you've had a fantastic week. I want to do a quick special shout out to everybody who is in the boot camps and who has completed this week in the boot camp and gone through to next week. So it's been getting a little bit confusing because everybody's doing their tracker in the boot camp. So they might not have put it on Limitless Leaders. So if you're in the boot camp and you've gone through to next week, can you please put your name in the chat so I can give you a shout out at the end for getting through to the boot camp, because that is awesome. So let me go through what's on the Limitless Leaders page. So Hayley Elizabeth Gardner, she had a launch this week. Megan Brown did an online party and a one-to-one and sponsored a new independent consultant. Fantastic. Daddy Wells did her tracker and iStory for this week's challenge and went to a Peterborough DA, and also did the Leicester DA last Thursday, and Trishna also attended that. So well done, guys. Laura Willis is in the 1000 PQV club and has gone into district manager qual. So amazing. Well done, Laura. And also sponsored her first PC. Well, 2 PCs now. Christina Brewer did her first online party. So amazing. Well done. Jessica Bramwell has done 2 parties. A Healthy Happy Hour and a Pamper party. Done her tracker and been doing the Miracle Morning. How's everybody been getting on with their Miracle Morning? Good? Those of you doing it? Fantastic. Caitlin Golder is in the 1000 PQV club and done her tracker. Danny Wells done an online party on Tuesday night. Hayley Stewart did a first live telling people why she decided to do Arbonne, and done a first 2 one-to-ones this week. Hayley, that is absolutely amazing. That's really going out of your comfort zone, going on a live and telling people why you've started your business. So massive well done for that. Catherine Barnes got a new IC in Faye Davis and in the 5000 PQV club, and on tracker. So I've got a few people in boot camp that's added onto the thread. So Daddy Wells, Christina Brewer, CJ, Nate Carpenter is gone through to IC level 1, so that's amazing. I'm in boot camp next week as well. I know off the top of my head that Jessica Bramwell is into boot camp next week, and so is Joelle Woolley. So well done, guys. If there is anything else to shout about, then please put it in the chat. Let me just see how I can read the chat. I'm doing this on my phone because it's easier to hold it up in the bathroom. I can't balance my iPad on the mirror. So Caitlin, you're into the boot camp. Chris in the boot camp. Maurice, is that pronounced right? I'm sorry if I got that wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Miracle Morning, yeah, brilliant. Mel Webster in the boot camp, well done. Right, fantastic. Oh, hang on. Let me. Oh, what have I done? Close. Right, I'm back. Okay. So, are we ready for some skincare? Let me take you into my bathroom while my children scream at each other when they should be bed asleep. Shh, no, be quiet, please. If they're quiet, that's all we want. Oh, I got the pronunciation right. Wow. You see, you never know. Okay. Skincare. Let me keep an eye on the time as well. Right, we're doing good. Now, so if you're in your bathroom and if you're doing this with me, great. If you're just watching, then that's fine. It's entirely up to you. If you want to interact, if you've got questions as we're going along, please, please, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Just keep the noise down. No, you don't need me. Well. So I'm going to go through a normal routine and try and chuck some bits in as to what you do and why. And so yeah, any questions? Here we go. Kids are screaming. Hang on. Right, come in. Right, Jess, you should put it away. Put it away and get into bed, and she won't be able to go to bed. Right, stay here. So yeah, if you've got questions as we go along, unmute yourself and ask, or you can pop it in the chat and I can answer your questions as we're going along. No, you just had that. What's this? All right, I'll tell you what, get out the iPad. Come on. Do what we've got to do. Jess? Jess? There you go. Sit down there. Right, okay, so we are good to go. So cleansing, so important that you take your makeup off. Even if you don't wear makeup, you should be cleansing your skin at the end of the day, because dirt, debris, pollution, all of those kinds of things will all attract to your skin, and it's going to cause blocked pores, it can cause breakouts, it can cause blackheads. If you wear makeup, you must take the makeup off. If you're going to leave any kind of makeup on, Arbon's the best one to leave on, but you should still even take your Arbon makeup off, because you know it's still going to soak into the skin and you can still end up with congestion. So it's really, really important to make sure your skin is clean. At night time, and your nighttime routine is more important than your daytime routine, because at night time, that is when your skin is repairing itself, it's regenerating, all your anti-aging and antioxidants are all working on the skin at night time, because that's when your body is repairing itself and it's healing itself. So that's why nighttime is so, so, so important. It doesn't have to take forever, okay? If you're anything like me, I've got 2 kids, yeah, one being a very little one. I don't have time to sit and do tons of routine. You've probably seen me on Zoom calls doing my Genius Ultra on a Zoom call with a baby stuck to my boob. Yeah, mamas, we have to multitask, and that is just the way it is. But you need to be able to do something. So our cleansers, our RE9 cleansing wash does take up eye makeup. Oh dear. There you go. Thank God for Baby Shark. I tell you what, it drives me potty, but do you know what? It saves everything. So our RE9 cleanser does take off eye makeup. I personally prefer to use the eye makeup remover as well, just because I think it soothes the eyes. It helps to make your eyes feel nice and fresh and clean. And I just think it's a really nice, it just makes your eyes feel lovely after a long day. And they're feeling nice and tight. It just makes them feel nice and fresh. So this is great because it's going to take off all your waterproof mascara as well. It's fine for people with contact lenses. I've had clients who have got the most sensitive eyes and say they can't use anything, and they've been fine with this. But, you know, let's face it, of course they're going to be fine with this, because we don't have any nasty, horrible, yucky stuff and perfumes and fragrance and parabens and all that kind of stuff, which, as we know, is what people can react to. But bear in mind, anybody can have a product reaction to anything. It's less likely with Arbonne because we don't have any of the nasties in it, but people can be allergic to anything. The most natural things in the world people can be allergic to. People can be allergic to strawberries or peanuts. Yeah, that's just one very natural thing. And, you know, they can cause life-threatening allergies. So people can still react to things. So if you don't know anything about me, I've been in the beauty industry now for over 20 years. So I've had a bit of experience with this kind of stuff. And I thoroughly looked into these products before I joined up and I started my business. Now, when I've finished taking my eye makeup off, I actually use the pads to wipe over my face as well. And that way I am taking off the surface residue of my face makeup. So it's almost like a pre-cleanse that I'm doing. And don't forget your neck, because our neck ages. And nobody wants a turkey neck. So I've taken the bulk of my makeup off there, like so. And then I am going to move on to my RE9. Now if I'm in, no.
One thing.
What?
I'm playing Barbies and I'm going to make my own album conference.
Go and do your own Arbonne conference thing. How can you be mad? How can you be mad? So, RE9. If I'm in the shower, I use the Prep Work Exfoliator and Cleanser. Now, I only ever use this much cleanser. Some people use a full pump. That's about half a pump. But that's all I need. Bit of water. So, yeah, in the shower, I use the Prep Work Scrub, which I love, love, love. But if I'm not in the shower, I use this one. Now, because I've not got a great deal of makeup on, and because I've already used the eye makeup remover on part of my skin, I only normally need to do one of these. Now I use a mitt just to wipe off. You can get all kinds of things now. You can get reusable makeup wipes, which are like basically flannels that you just need to use once. We of course have our wipes now. Personally, as a beauty therapist, wipes we are not huge fans of in general. It's much better to use a cleanser that you are applying to the skin. Now the reason for that is because we by using something that you apply to the skin, you're loosening the dirt on the skin. You're loosening the makeup. Yes, I know. Go into bed, please. You're loosening everything on the skin and breaking it down and breaking down all the excess oils, and then you're removing it. Wipes can have a tendency to not remove quite as effectively. However, of course, I appreciate and understand that wipes are one of the most popular things in the world because they are convenient, they are quick, they are easy, and if you are not going to have the time or whatever reason you're not going to cleanse your skin, a wipe is definitely better than nothing. And the fact that now we have our wipes which haven't got anything drying or nasty or harsh, you know, it's brilliant that we've got it because there is such a big market demand for it. But I would always personally recommend to go for one of the cleansing washes. So there we go. Nice clean skin. And then I'm going to go over with toner. So I'm going to use the RE9 toner spritz. Just like that. A lot of people forget a toner and don't get around to using it. What a toner is going to do is going to help to balance the pH of the skin. It's also going to help to remove any excess, any leftover makeup or anything else. You can use a cotton pad over the top as well if you want to, just to wipe off anything extra. So yeah, it's going to balance the pH of the skin, but it's also going to act as a humectant. Now what a humectant is, it's going to draw moisture to it, so it's going to go into the skin cells, and anything that you apply next is going to attract to those skin cells, because this is going to help to draw it in. So it's still an amazing thing to be using. Great in the summer as well, just to freshen your skin, freshen your makeup and that as well. And so next thing I'm going to use is our Genius pads. Right, give me a shout out who uses Genius pads. Love, love, love these. I haven't been using them over the summer, just because we've had such good weather, and you need to be very careful with your sun protection. You must make sure you're using sun protection when you use these. So these are little gems, and a good trick when you store them in your bathroom cabinet is to store them upside down, because that way the top one is always going to be saturated with the solution. Yeah, so I tend to use these most nights. I don't do it every night, and I'll sometimes do a month on, a month off. You know, just use them as you feel you need to. And it's really good, you know, to help explain it to your clients as well. So these, you've got a bioretinol solution in here. Now, retinol is a derivative of vitamin A. Now, what that's going to do is that breaks down the dead skin cells, that breaks down the surface skin cells, which is why it gives you that kind of exfoliation. The pads themselves, as I'm sure you can feel, are also exfoliating, but you can get a version of these in high-end skin clinics in the form of chemical pills. So this is like a very gentle version, because it's a bioretinol and not a chemical retinol. It's not going to give you that sensitivity, that harshness that you would get in a chemical retinol. So if you've ever seen anybody have a facial pill before or anything like that, you'll know that but literally the acid is burning through the top layers of skin. It leaves it very, very sensitive, very, very red. And what will happen is in the days after that redness and sensitivity has gone down, it's like a burn, it's like a sunburn, if you like. The the skin on the surface is then dead, and it will peel off. So you'll go through redness where it's burnt away. You'll then go through all that red skin peeling off. And I've seen some chemical peels where it's like, the only way I can describe it is like snake skin shedding. And people are like, you know what it's like if you get a really good, not a really good sunburn, but a really nasty sunburn. Right, Jess, get away from her. She's being quiet, she's being good. Right, what did you have on? Oh. Kids. So if you've had a nasty sunburn and then you get that bit of skin and you can peel it right off, that is what's happening on the skin. And the reason that is happening...
I need some toilet roll.
Right, then get some toilet roll and get out.
That's what I was doing.
Now, the reason that this is so anti-aging is because as your skin ages, the regeneration rate slows down. So if you think of baby skin is very, very soft. It's very softly, very plump, because those skin cells come to the surface very, very quickly. Baby skin heals very fast as well. If you think of cuts and grazes on kids, they heal up very, very quick. If you think of cuts and grazes on an older person, it takes a very, very long time for it to heal, because that regeneration rate has slowed right down in the whole body. So by exfoliating, what we're doing is we're increasing that skin regeneration rate. So we're getting those skin cells to the surface quicker, so they're nice and plump and juicy skin cells. If you think, I always use the plums and prunes analogy. When your skin cells are first made, think of them as like plums. and they're really nice, fat and juicy. As we get older, it takes longer for them to come to the surface and they start to become dehydrated. So what happens to a plum when you take the moisture out of it? It starts to wrinkle up and turn into a prune. That's literally what our skin cells are doing. And so as they come into the surface, they're wrinklier, they're saggier, you haven't got that elasticity in them. So we want nice, big, fat, juicy plums, skin cells on our surface. So by exfoliating, whether you're doing it with the Genius pads, whether you're using the cellular renewal mask, whether you're using the prep work, cleanse and scrub, any exfoliation you're doing is increasing that skin cell regeneration rate. So if anybody is concerned about anti-aging, you have any clients concerned with aging, let's face it, every single one of us, unless you're in your early 20s. But even then, you want to be starting to think about it in your 20s because that's when the aging process starts. Exfoliation is an absolute must. And also, not only that, is by applying, by exfoliating the skin, any product that you apply after that is going to be able to penetrate a lot deeper into the skin because you've taken all those dry, dead skin cells off the surface. If you just left them on there, those lovely serums and creams and moisturizers, they're going to be soaked up by those dry, dead skin cells and they're not going to penetrate to where they're needed. So let's get rid of them all, and then the moisturizers and serums can go exactly where they're needed. So I think I've rabbited on for long enough. And if you look, so that was my cotton pad that I wiped over with my toner. And that is what I've just gone over with my Genius pad. So you can see what extra has come off of my skin using the Genius. And you would have thought it was clean after that extra cleanse and going off with the toner. So it's really, really good for the skin. Now you are left with that lovely oily residue, which some people think, ooh, use that to your advantage, okay? If you're using a Genius Ultra, then it's brilliant because you're also going to get plenty of slip with your Genius Ultra. So now I would use, if you're not using a Genius Ultra, I would then spritz over with the toner again, or I'd maybe use the Genius pads first and then spritz the toner. But because I'm using my Genius Ultra, I'm going to use the oil that I've already got on my skin. And that's another reason that the Genius pads are so good, because they don't strip and dry the skin, because they give you that lovely oil and nourishment. And if you just let that sit there, that would just soak into the skin. It's not going to leave anything on there. So I'm going to put my serum over the top. 1 pump of my serum. You can use more if you want to. Now, some people do their Genius Ultra on different parts at the same, do it a part at a time. I personally don't have time for that. I can't faff with that. So I put my serum all over. I get my eye cream, about that much eye cream, which is actually a little bit more than what you really need. Now, the reason I'm using a little bit more is because I'm going to dab it around my eyes. I've got a lovely frown, deep frown line in the middle of my eyes. So I put some on there, and then the rest I use on my top lip. So I used to be a smoker. I used to be a 20-a-day smoker. I was very, very naughty in my past life. But hey ho. So I've got lines on my upper lip. And the upper lip is somewhere that we all age quickly as well. And then I'm going to use my Genius Ultra. So I put everything on, and then I'm just going to use my Genius Ultra for as long as I feel like I want to. And I'm going to focus on those areas. And because I've got the residue from the Genius pads, I've got my serum, and I've got my eye cream, it's gliding lovely. You need to make sure when you're using this that you've got enough product on your skin for it to glide, because if you're pulling and tugging on the skin, that's when you can actually cause more lines, because you're pulling against the elasticity. How are we doing for time? Okay, we're not doing bad. So eye cream and serum. So serum you want to be applying all over your skin, including the neck area and the eye area. Your serum is your superfood for your skin. So that is really going to get right into those skin cells. It's got the highest levels of things like vitamin C, your hyaluronic acid, your vitamin E. All these are all ingredients that are imperative for anti-aging. So your serum is not going to moisturize your skin. It's not going to leave your skin feeling lovely and smooth. Well, it's going to leave it fairly smooth, but it's not going to give that kind of hydrated feeling. Its job is to penetrate into the deepest layers of the skin cells to really feed it. It's not working on the surface. It's working on the deep layers. So you can use, what I love about our Arbonne products is that you can mix and match. So if you've got somebody, or if you love the prep work range, and you don't feel that you're ready for all the RE9 stuff, but you're starting to get a little bit concerned, you can chuck in the RE9 serum with the prep work stuff. You can put the eye cream in with prep work if you want to. So, you know, you can mix and match depending on what your concerns are. And then you're going to focus on your main areas of concern. So I could quite happily sit here and do this for 20 minutes. But the Genius Ultra, don't be scared of talking about this device, because it really is something very unique and very special that we've got that we can share with people. You can't get a device like this on the market. There are various different beauty devices. A lot of them are in the kind of clarisonic sort of range and deep cleansing range, but there is nothing that will push products in like the Genius Ultra does. So we've got the ultrasound technology and heat. So what the ultrasound is going to do is it's going to push the product deeper into the skin. The heat is going to help to open up the pores. It's going to help to relax the facial muscles. It's going to help to increase the circulation as well. So if you're pushing something deeper into the skin and increasing the circulation, the body's going to take it in more efficiently, because the circulation is what we need. We need this, the blood is bringing to the skin and bringing to all of our cells, not just the skin, is bringing oxygen and is bringing nutrients. And that's what we need for healthy cells. It's also taken away waste products. So it's got that cleansing effect as well. If you've got breakouts, you know, this is still going to be good for you, because it's going to help to, you know, get that circulation going and help to get rid of those waste products. With your eye cream, it's really important that you use a specific eye cream around the eyes. The skin around the eyes is only 1/3 as thick as the skin on the rest of the face. Do you not want that one? Which one do you want? Yeah, so the skin around the eyes is only 1/3 as thick as the rest of the face, and it's got no oil glands. So if you actually take your fingers and you pinch the skin very gently around your eyes and pinch the skin on your face, you'll feel the difference. So it's got no oil glands in it. Now, it's just the oil glands that your skin produces which keeps it nourished. Your skin can't produce water, so it can't hydrate itself, but it produces oil. Now that's what's going to be slowing or increasing the aging process. So hydrating is so important. If you naturally have an oilier skin when you are younger, you will age slower. So you might hate it as a teenager if you suffer with oiliness and congestion. You will love it as you get older, because you will look a lot younger. Black skin has got the highest levels of oil, sebaceous glands. So if you ever look at a black lady's skin, they just age beautifully. They've got the most beautiful, flawless skin, and that is a lot down to the amount of oil in the skin and the sebaceous glands. And men's skin tend to have a lot more oil glands in as well. So men don't tend to age quite as harshly or as fast as us ladies either, which is completely unfair, but that's just the way that it goes. So have we got any questions so far? I've not really seen. Let me have a quick look in the chat. Does anybody want to unmute and ask anything? Or are we all right? Okay, so I'm going to wrap that up. Now, you can, if you want to, use your Genius Ultra with your night cream as well. I personally prefer to just do it like this. I also sometimes use my Nourish Your Facial Oil as well to make sure I've got enough slip. Sometimes I find with the night cream, the Genius Ultra can make it just go a little bit claggy, and I don't really like that feeling, so I just use it with the serum, but it's a completely personal choice. So I'm going to finish off with my neck cream. Now, how I use the neck cream, I actually put it on the back of my hand. Just about that much. And the reason I put it on the back of my hand is I'm going to apply it like this. Because the back of your hand fits in very nicely to under your neck. And it's also, if I didn't do it, I forgot with my Genius pads. Use your Genius pads on the back of your hand. I was too busy talking. Use your Genius pads on the back of your hand, because backs of your hand is another place that you age very quickly. Because let's face it, we cover the rest of our bodies up, apart from in the summer. But our hands, backs of our hands are always exposed, and they are always in and out of water. They are always in and out of everything. So our hands will age. You could tell somebody's age by their hands and by their neck. And I think even when people have a neck lift, it's still difficult to get rid of some of this chicken skin. Joan Collins, and the upper arms as well, is another giveaway. Joan Collins has always been very famous for saying a few things. One of them is that she always wears gloves to hide the backs of her hands. She will always wear something that comes to here to hide her upper arms. And she'll often, I don't think she does it as much now, but she always used to wear something quite high. So backs of your hands, very, very important. So by using the neck cream like this, you're doing an anti-aging treatment on the back of your hands as well, which is always a bonus. And then I'm going to finish off with my amazing night cream. So the night cream and the serum are the two most expensive products, because, like I said, they're the products. The serum is one of the most active products that's really working deep down. Your night cream, again, very, very highly active product, because you when you're sleeping is when your body's regenerating and repairing itself. There's a much higher level of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, nutrients in a night cream than there is in a day cream. The job of your day cream is to hydrate and protect your skin. The job of a night cream is to repair it. Always, always, always use your spatula. Always, always, always. I know, look, we're nearly done. Always use your spatula. If you stick your fingers in that beautiful pot of cream, you will contaminate it. You might think you have clean hands. Believe me, you don't. Bacteria that's under your fingernails, bacteria that's still on your hands, will go into that pot. You will reduce the activity level. You have got a very active live product here. You'll reduce the activity level at best. At worst, you will contaminate the product with bacteria, and it can cause sensitivity and irritation and even reaction. So always, always, always use your spatula. I cannot stress that enough. If I ever find out anybody has not been using the spatula, I mean, digging their fingers in their cream, God help you, I will hunt you down. And there we go. Beautiful, fresh, clean skin, ready to heal and repair itself overnight. Morning, we're going to be doing a similar kind of thing, except you're going to be using your day cream, and you've got the importance of the SPF to protect the skin. We've also got, so you're not only the SPF with the Focus Veil, and with the new CC creams, you've got that pollution defense as well, which is amazing. And it's going to be, especially the new CC cream, is going to be protecting your skin against the outside environment, but also the electromagnetic I can't think of the word, pollution. So all the stuff that's coming off of our devices, our computer screens, it's hitting our screen, our faces with all of this horrible electromagnetic smog, and it's all causing free radicals in our skin. It's free radicals that speed up the aging process. So we want to protect against all of those kind of things and help to get rid of them, which is what this amazing skincare does. There's lots of information on the source about the, no, don't put that in your mouth. All that. There's lots of information on the source about individual products that you can do plenty of product knowledge training. But just make sure you're using them yourself. Make sure you're using them correctly. And that way you can give the best advice to your clients. You don't have to be a beauty therapist just to know the basics and to be able to help people with their skin. So I hope that has helped and everybody has enjoyed that. I've got a little bit of homework for you. I want you to, well, two things really. To just get really familiar with all of your skincare and make sure that you feel really happy and confident about using it yourself, why you're using it, keeping it simple and being able to explain it. But what I also want you all to do is I want you all to watch QVC. Now, I know we don't watch telly, do we? Because we are, no, leave the tap alone. We don't watch TV because we are too busy building our businesses and we are too busy dealing with kids and reading and doing our personal development. I want you to watch QVC because it's ideally something that is beauty related, because obviously, you know, it kind of fits. But if you can't watch something beauty related, if you've got another half who's sitting there going, oh, I'm not watching this rubbish, anything on QVC. And the reason I want you to watch it is because they are amazing about making you want to buy that product. Trust me, if you've never watched it before, just don't buy anything, because you will be, you get mesmerized and almost sucked into the, oh, I want it. I don't even know what it is, what it does. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I want it. And it's very, very clever. It's almost like an art form. What? Oh, she's fine. It's almost like an art form. So I want you to watch something on QVC and I want you to observe how they are talking about their product, how the words they are using. They use very, very clever wording. So jot down some of the words that they use. Pick up on their passion for the product they're talking about. And just see what tips you can pick up from it. It's a really, really good learning experience. And they've got some really good high-end products on there, products that I've used personally myself. Yes, right, no, I'm busy. High-end products that I've used myself. It is good stuff that they use on there. But just listen to them and listen to what they say and how they talk about their products. And then incorporate things that they are saying and those buzzwords that they're using into how you're talking about your products, and to create that feeling when you're talking to somebody of, I need this in my life. This sounds absolutely amazing. I want it. I need it. I have got to get it. And that's what it creates, what they do on there. So that is your homework. So, and I want to hear what you've taken away from it. And how it's made you feel more than anything, because at the end of the day, people buy with emotion. They don't buy with logic, they buy with emotion, and they buy by how they feel. So, and we've said before, you're not selling a product, you're selling yourself. People are buying you, and then they will listen to what you are saying. And it's all about how you make them feel. So, there you go. Any questions before we shoot and jump on the 9 o'clock call? Let me just check there's anything in the chat. Any other shout outs? Is it on YouTube?
Wait,
No, I'm nearly finished.
It's
No,
it's important. This is important.
Jess, I'm going to be going off in a second.
Good.
I don't think there's any more shout outs on there. Is it on YouTube? Is QVC on YouTube? No, I don't know QV and TV. Yes, you can YouTube QVC as well. Yeah, so you can find it on YouTube, or you can find it on TV, on Sky, on shopping channels. So yeah. Well, thank you very much, guys. Well done for an amazing week. We've got 24 hours left of our Kate Spade bag competition. My mouth is struggling more and more to get around that. So yeah, really go for it. Make sure you're spreading the word about that amazing, phenomenal deal. And enjoy your products. Have an amazing last week of the month. And we will see you at the 9 o'clock call and see you back here again next week. Bye, guys. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yes, Jess.